Sylvia Lafair provides executives and entrepreneurs coaching and programs that build strong interpersonal communication skills, increase team effectiveness, and achieve rapid growth. She's partnered with over 5,000 small, medium, and large organizations in healthcare, government, and technology who value people along with profits and create life learning cultures, including, here I'm going to name drop a little bit, including Novartis, Microsoft, Astra Zeneca, Pfizer, and Capgemini. Sylvia, you and I met a while ago when the don't bring it to work book came out. I'm just checking in with you. You're out on the West Coast. How you holding up with all this COVID and civil unrest stuff? How's everything?
Well, we're used to doing a lot of traveling. And so, what can I tell you? I've learned how to be at home a lot. And fortunately, we're in wine country, thank goodness. So,
Oh,
yeah.
hey.
So it's not about drinking it. It's about walking around and watching the vines growing
Sure,
and the grapes growing.
sure.
So it's been okay.
That's great. If you don't mind, I just want to jump in here. I know that you put together a program, an online learning program about stress. And I just want to ask you if you could offer up, just for the people watching here, maybe one or two tips on healthy ways to deal with stress.
Well, I think right now we are in such an incredible time of learning how to handle stress differently because we have more time at home.
Yeah.
And the program that I've put together about how to practice safe stress and be in the safe stress zone came out of recently almost all the calls I'm getting. In each call, somebody is mentioning stress,
Mhm.
too much stress, overwhelm, not enough time. What do I do? The kids are driving me crazy. I can't homeschool. I can't get my work done.
Right.
All the stuff of it is happening. So I said, all right, I'm going to pivot and I'm going to do a program about stress. So here are my tips about stress, that we all sit on that proverbial fence. And when somebody says something that hits our hot button,
Mhm.
we either fall on one side of the fence or the other.
Mhm.
So one side of the fence I call freak out Bill. And those are for those of us, and I have to admit, I belong in this one, not proud of it.
I've
But
visited there. I've been there. Yes.
oh, good, I'm glad. So we probably had coffee there together. But those are the ones who shouted out. Then on the other side of the fence is what I call Zombieville.
Uh-oh.
And that's where the people are who stuff it down.
Mm.
We learned very early in our lives how to handle stress. So, my biggest tip is find out where you go when stress hits the hot button so you can learn how to navigate to what I call the safe stress zone. So, you can take that proverbial breath,
Mhm.
and before you either shout it out or stuff it down,
Mhm.
you're able to communicate more effectively. That's
Excellent.
my biggest takeaway about stress.
Excellent. And what about the unique um, stress challenges that women are facing right now?
Well, gentlemen out there, be prepared because that's been a lot of my work. I actually did a pivot to stress from the work I was doing. I'm going to do a show and tell. I wrote a book called Gutsy: How Women Leaders Make Change before COVID. But what's happening is the unique stress is women still feel, and I think it's true, that they have to do more
Yeah.
than their partners.
Yep.
If they're in a relationship, and if they're not, they have to do it all. So again, it's how to maneuver. And women tend to be pleasers for the most part from history. And even those of us who shouted out, that's Sylvia, the drama queen over
Mhm.
here. But I'm also, I had to learn how to say the word no more
Yeah.
effectively.
Yeah.
And for women, it is basically saying, that's it. And either it won't get done now or it'll get done by someone else. It's very important because we do have to capture that health that we
Right.
need and to move forward.
Absolutely. Great advice. And Sylvia, I'm going to end with the question I ask everybody. What lessons have we learned, or are we learning right now with all this craziness? What lessons have we learned that we must not forget?
Well, I think there are two things. I think that COVID is teaching us, well, they're both teaching us we're all in it together. But there's a second part of that. It's we're all in it together, check it. But the second part is, and no one wins unless we all do.
Right.
And what's happening is I think we're in the middle of a new revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I should call it an evolution,
Right.
because we need to move to that place. I mean, wearing face masks, something as simple as that, it's not about me.
Yeah.
It's not about you. It's about what are we doing to the collective in our community? What are we doing? And when it comes to all the other unrest that we're dealing with, it really is about how we are all connected, and everything is connected. And it will lead also to us looking at what we're doing to the environment. That's a huge part of where we're headed now. I hope that helps.
That totally helps. That was amazing insight. Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you again real soon. Thank you for showing up and giving it your all. Thank you.
And thank you, Dave. Keep going for it.